Okay. All right. Welcome to a little minute early here, but welcome to Suzette and Millie. Welcome to Mr. Floyd Channelings here. And there we go. I can pin that for you, Millie. Thank you. All right. Appreciate that. I pinned that comment. Um, there we go. Tonight, and it's really just you, Suzette, at the moment. But anybody else who shows up, and we'll put that out later. Tonight at 7 o'clock. That's why we're doing this early, so it's going to be thrown off if there's a ton of people here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a handful of us. But tonight at 7 o'clock, Adam's going live for the new moon transmission. So yeah, I didn't study much. It hasn't heard much on the new moon because all the solar flares that have been going on. Yeah. So I don't know, Suzette. I want to say I'm proud of you. Yeah, you're doing 30 days, 27, or whatever it was in Adam's chat the other day. That's amazing, like almost a month. That's amazing. We're proud of you. 4 of us. All right. So 29 days. That's the energies that we're talking about here. That's what people are having trouble integrating. I can't get my phone to stand straight. It may fall over here. Bear with me. It's my kitchen. There we go. I got to get a better stand. That's the next project. It doesn't stand right with the microphone attached to the bottom. There we go. Maybe a little quicker. All right. So yeah, that's the energies that we're talking about. Suzette's embodying. Angela, hi. Suzette, we're talking about Suzette here with 29 days if you look in the chat. And so we're going to give her a big applause without any alcohol, that's amazing. And that's the energies that we're talking about embodying here in the shift. It's standing into your highest self through that eclipse. And it's amazing what you're doing there, Suzette. Keep that up. That's living proof of what's going on. I don't know if the lighting. This is a weird time of day. I direct east-west, and so the sun's setting here. And if I put west, like the mountains are right there. So if I open up my window as the sun comes down, the sun pours in on me. And so my apartment can shoot up 20 degrees in like 10 minutes. So yeah. Otherwise, I hope your universe is doing well. Yeah, Henny, we're an hour early. Adam from the Medium channel, and Millie has a link in there, is going live at 7 o'clock. He's doing a new moon transmission. So he's going to go over generally what the new moon based on astrology is meaning. And then he has somebody on, and I honestly, Millie probably remembers her name. I do not. Suzette might as well. Who goes with him, she does an energy transmission, and so does Adam. And it's all pretty amazing, actually. So if you're not doing anything after, Ellen, hi. I didn't get a chance to watch your latest video. Ellen is our resident karaoke singer. So if you want to support Ellen and her light as a singer, which is absolutely amazing, and I subbed to her because what I wanted to do YouTube, and I saw what she was doing, and I thought it was, I'm going to say the word ballsy, so to speak, and it's amazing. And so I love her light, and so I love watching Ellen sing. But yeah, Henny, join us tonight at 7 o'clock and catch the new moon transmission and see something different. Adam's pretty awesome. It's kind of like like he said, brother from another mother. That we're kind of the same cloth, so to speak. So how are you guys doing? How's your energies? I know things have been up and down. We had 3 or 4 X-class flares, an X4 flare. Anything after 5 is where they say we could go Carrington and shut down the power grid. So say favor to the sun as it seems to be heading towards solar maximum. Favor to yourself. The Schumann resonance has been off the hook, and the Schumann resonance is the energy, the life energy, the breathing in and out of the earth. And so as it's absorbing all this energy, the Schumann goes, and so your ears might be ringing off the hook. You may be hungry as all get out. You may be absolutely massively tired, or just getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning like me every day now, and just being wide awake all day. So I don't know where that's affecting you, but I guarantee you something in your universe is feeling a little wonky. And we've just been rolling with it with M-class flares all day. So keep that in mind. If you're feeling out of sorts, or you want to react in a way that's not normal, or it may have been normal in the past, so to speak, trauma reaction or whatnot, or just a knee-jerk reaction, that's why. So just take things slow. If you have heart conditions, don't go outside as well. Please, yeah, do not go outside, because Not that the KP index is that crazy. That's more during solar, like coronal holes that send energy straight to Earth for a while. This comes and hits us in like 8 minutes. But look for the earthquakes. If you know Dutch Sense on YouTube, look, he'll be up. And shortly, I'm sure, the earthquakes are going to start happening in the next few days, and it's going to be quite interesting. All right. So yeah, I'm grateful there's 5 of us here. And again, afterwards at 7 o'clock, we're going to go and watch Adam on the Medium channel, talk about the new moon. And I'm not sure what sign it is at the moment. I'm just learning the astrological chart. I never really put my eyes to it. I was convinced by a wonderful soul to put my eyes to my chart. Thank you. And within minutes, it all makes sense. It's as if I already knew it. So, and I'm grateful. You may find as well with all these solar things coming in that within the next few weeks, whatever your spiritual gifts are, start to pop off in some form or fashion. You may start to channel. You may start to get more clairvoyant. You may get clairaudience, what have you. You may start to see things in advance, or start reading numbers like some of us can do. Some of us do, which you all can do, but it's about slowing down and seeing it. So just keep all that in mind. Yeah. So we're going to channel. Otherwise, I don't know what the topic's going to be. I never do. But if you want a one-on-one, thank you, Millie. If you want a one-on-one with me, just send me an email. And there's no time frame to the one-on-ones. And if you need a follow-up, I'm pretty chill. I'll do a follow-up with you and what have you. I'm pretty open. So one-on-one doesn't just equal a one-on-one. And I don't just do it and disappear. I want to follow up and see how you're doing, and see if the changes that Saint Germain might have discussed, and Saint Germain would probably want to follow up as well and see if the changes had any implementation, how they worked. So yeah, keep that together there. That it's not just a quick session at all. It's a lot more involved. But all right, so we're going to channel. If you're new here, I'm grateful. Please, if you like this, I'm not going to tell you to be disingenuous here, but like and subscribe. And we go live every Tuesday. Generally, we go live Tuesday at 7 p.m. But again, because of Adam, and so I guess, and I'm grateful that somebody out there he's a big wind and a lot of people from this channel come from Adam, the Medium channel's channel, and so I'm grateful for the wind that he puts in to the sail of myself in this channel here, and that he would even want to coordinate times. That I'm flattered. All right. So other than that, if you want to share this and hit the bell, eventually the wind will stop. Right now, it's like Cat 1 hurricane winds outside. It's not 100, but it's been like 70, 75 mile an hour gusts. So eventually I could do these at the park, on top of a mountain. There's lots of places here since I'm in Colorado, as long as the mountain has cell phone service. So yeah, we'll play all that loose as well, but keep that in mind. Once Colorado spring and doesn't really calm down. We don't really calm down until like middle of June. And then we get 2 months of nice solid weather. But all right. So I'm going to go ahead and channel. And when I channel here, all I do is put my head down, count to 5. If you're new here and watching this in the replay, there's not much of a process to it. I put my head down. I bring in Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain to come in as one combined energy. And it's more Saint Germain. Kind of like Archangel Raphael tapped me on the shoulder a few years ago. And when he came in, and so then Archangel Raphael introduced me to Saint Germain, and then his energy's here, but it's mostly Saint Germain. They combine, and I'm here. I'm a semi-conscious, almost a conscious channel. I can open my eyes at spurts, like I'll check the time. I may check just to see where my coffee mug is. So, but otherwise, my eyes are generally closed because there's a lot of energy coming through, and it's hard. It's like when you're really tired and you're in like a parking garage and you start squinting because you don't want you're not going to hit the low ceiling in the parking garage, but it's just a natural reaction. It's kind of the same way. It's just you kind of just close it just happens that way. So yeah, here we go. Again, thank you all for being here, and every Tuesday at 7 o'clock we do this live, and you can always catch the replay. It is available. And as well, just to kind of round out things here, we do ISIS and Oracle cards on a daily basis, and I do a few other things. So yeah, check it out, scroll through, and enjoy. Thank you for being here, and here we go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome. We are grateful you are here. Yes, Josh does not have, we are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. Sorry, we were jumping right into the channeling, so to speak. But we are glad you are here, and we are grateful to be here for you and with you. We do this because we want to help humanity. I speak through lots of people. I speak through, there's one Tara, she does channeling as well with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, mostly just Saint Germain, and she only advertises it as Saint Germain as well. But there's lots of us who are channeling Saint Germain, myself here, and like Josh is doing as well. But everybody who here channels Saint Germain is going to have a little bit of a different message. Whenever somebody is channeling, there's a part of their personality that is going to come through. We are not going to squeeze out the frontal lobe and shut it down, so to speak, and then just push them out, so to speak, and then just jump in there and be like, haha, like Ratatouille, we are just taking him over, like pulling in the hair. That's just not going to happen. He is here, he is in front, we are in the back, but we are driving the boat, so to speak. Josh is not knowing what he is saying, so to speak. We are just doing it on our own. So if he wanted to, he could cut the channel because he is a semi-conscious channel. So he could just cut it and start talking on his own. But he does not do that. That is not how this works. But just to understand how this works for you. So we are grateful you are here. And today's message, yes, we are going to talk about the current energies. We did yesterday, on Sunday, just a few days ago, we did a channeling as well, where we are talking about being in the up and being in the down, where your energies, well, are you in your divine masculine or your divine feminine, or where these energies are going here, are you merging your divine masculine and your divine feminine to find yourself in balance? This is the point in your ascension process. Not that everybody is there. And again, we want to state this. This is the general timeline. But nobody is general. You are all your own unique universe. And you all have your own traumas attached to your dense body. It takes some people years, it takes some people weeks to get through the traumas attached to their dense trauma body. Or if you have no more trauma, then it's just your dense body. But Nandi, you never really get rid of all of your trauma. Again, keep that in mind. You cannot get rid of 100, but you are not going to be the clean, empty notebook. Like one day you are just like, it's all gone. I'm just a clean etch a sketch. We have stated that before. That will never happen. There will always be something coming up. Why? Because if not even in this lifetime, you have had many lifetimes where you are compiling your situations into one timeline, so to speak. Like Josh is on a 7-lifetime path of abandonment issues. That's what he is doing. That is his dharma this is his dharma, but that is his karma for this lifetime. There we go. To get rid of that energy, to step through it, you never get rid of it again. To learn to absorb it, step through it, and be his higher self. What are you working on in this lifetime? And if you are not there where you are creating, actively merging your feminine, divine feminine, which you get into for sure in your dark night of the soul, and then your masculine, where you then realize you are the master creator and you have to get up. And so you have to merge your traumas and get past your traumas so you can get up and find your divine self walking in merged combo, so to speak, like as one. You can think of it as like, not that it's like a merging like this, but there's twisting, like kind of like the divine, like the violet flame, like a twisting, like the helix of your DNA, where it twists together, where you are intertwined with your feminine and your male. There's no difference, where they are walking together in balance as one, where you cannot differentiate, where as you are bringing it up, as it is coming into your frame, or you are manifesting or energetically putting it out there and sitting there for 15 or more seconds and seeing it in your third eye, or at least just feeling it in your heart. If you are doing that, then you are twisted up and correct in balance with your divine masculine, then you're going to get up after that and start taking the action. There is going to be no trauma reaction first. There's going to be no pause. Unless you have something else to do, like go to the cleaners or go take somebody to school or something. Ha ha ha. But nonetheless, when you have your next free moment, you're going to dive into whatever is coming up, because you are in conjunction with what you are manifesting and what you are wanting to do, which is your divine self. That is your divine masculine and feminine in balance. It's really no divine masculine out there looking for you, or divine feminine looking for you, or your twin flame. None of that. You are your own twin flame when it merges together. And that's what the energies are now. And again, if you are not there, where you are sitting there actively going, okay, I am in balance with my divine feminine, but it is out of balance with my divine male, and you are not in that space to be there or to feel that. And you are still going, yes, but when I was 5, I had XYZ happen to me, and now I don't know how to get past that, because it has been part of everything that has happened in my universe up until now. That emotion has been part of everything that I've been going through. I've been carrying that emotion. That is okay. This is your time then in your universe then to feel that emotion. The same difference. You are walking it into balance nonetheless. You are just in a different space where you are doing so. That is fine. You are never to judge. And please do not judge yourselves, but you are never to judge yourself or anybody else as to where they are on their timeline as far as you could say ascension, but really cleaning their garbage and walking. They're realizing that they are source. They're awakening to the fact that the divine presence on earth, that they are their own divinity. I mean, you could say you ascend, but really, where are you going? Your source is your source. It doesn't change. It's the vibration. Your body dumps all the garbage, so then the vibration is much higher. That's really the big difference here. You are not going anywhere. You are still here on earth. You are still the same source energy sitting in your body. There's no difference. The body is just not carrying any trauma anymore, so it's able to absorb the light. There you go. You are blocking yourself from absorbing the light because you are carrying the trauma in your bodies. That's what happens, and it's okay. You have no idea. You accumulate the trauma. Think of yourself as a magnet. You are a magnet, and the traumas think and they stick to your body. And unless you sit there and you go, "Oh, I feel this, and I'm going to release this. Why am I feeling this? Oh, this happened. Okay, so Fred said this, and Bobby did that, and Janet did that, and so that hurt my feelings. And okay, I feel this, but Janet is Janet, and she has her own right to feel that. So I release that." To say that everybody's in their own universe. So when you get to that point and you will release and it'll come through, then you are going to be able to consciously take your divine masculine or your divine feminine and your divine masculine, merge the two together in one so that you can actively walk as source on earth. That is what you are here to do. And that is the current energies. It's to merge yourselves. We have people in the chat who are doing that right now, who are getting rid of old energies, who are purging themselves of old habits. Beautiful. When you are purging yourself of the old habits, then you are releasing yourself from what is the trauma that is behind that, and you are getting clear. And then you are able to merge yourself and walk in purpose as your divine self. These energies are here for you. We are sending you solar flares. These solar flares that we are sending you, we sent you a gigantic M-class flare. We don't do it, the sun does, but within the energies of that sun, of the flares that are coming into your universe at this time. It is not unpurposeful that these flares are coming in at this time when you are going through the eclipses and this and that, when it is the most energetic time on human history pretty much at this moment. It is not uncoincidental that you're getting X4 class flares at this point. We are sending you the codes. We are speeding things up. We are wanting you to get more energies. We are wanting you to find your balance. We are wanting you to dump your trauma bodies. There's no timeline for this, but the faster you do so, the faster humanity can ascend. The faster you can push past the matrix, you can send more love into the grand source field, then you can create a better universe for yourself, which is really the goal. Your body wants a better universe in the physical for yourself, and yourself as source knows that and wants to create that, but you cannot because you cannot get past your dense trauma body. So every time your source body tries to come through, it cannot because it is blocked by your traumas that are in your dense trauma body. So you have to clear that first. So that is where you are at right now. We are at that point where into active creation. If you are still in your dense trauma body, then you're going to push through that. You are not going to spend like Josh did for years, so to speak, in his dense trauma body, pushing out the energies. The new wave is not going to have to do that. And if you are watching this video and still pushing out the dense traumas in your body, that's okay. It's going to accelerate. As the flares come through, you are going to push this out faster. You may not have to experience such a deep trauma either, so to speak. But one thing we would recommend is for you to sit down and realize that one thing. Unless you are a brand new soul, so to speak, and you are only on earth very shortly, and it's not the case for most of you. And if you're watching this, you have not been on earth just shortly. You have been on earth for quite a long time. You have been on earth many lifetimes if you're watching this video, for sure. There's no question about that. So the thing is, what cycle are you in? And you may be going, what do you mean? What cycle am I in? I'm sitting here on earth. What lifetime cycle are you in? What is your key trauma? You don't know. Maybe you do. What is your motivating trauma in this lifetime? It's not just this lifetime. You are carrying your traumas unless you are in a brand new cycle. And you would kind of guess that, but you may not, because then there'll be a wall that will drop and you brand new cycle. You just switch. But most of us here are not on brand new cycles, not at all. We are clearing out the old cycles and creating new within the tail end of an old cycle. You are completing old cycles in this or maybe our next lifetime, mostly in this lifetime, most of you watching this, are completing old cycles in this lifetime to live out a lifetime that you had not been living in the old cycles. That is bringing in the new earth. For you, it's going to be new life, the life that you are not able to live in your past lives because you are in your dense trauma body. So in this lifetime, you're going to clear your, as much as you can. Again, you never cleared completely. You're never perfect in any aspect. Even Mahatma Gandhi, as Gandhi, when he was as powerful as he was, could go into the room and scream, into his bedroom and scream just as mad as anybody else. You are never going to be perfect. And he was always never looking for perfection. But you have to realize that you are human too. Sometimes we take into away, we're going to be spiritual and I am source. Unless you want to sit and not say a damn word and just meditate your ass off, just sit and be as quiet as possible. Get up, go to the bathroom, and only eat very, very extremely healthy green leafy things and such. You're never going to be perfect. I mean, that is what you want for your universe. You are who you are. You're going to still react. You're still going to, car's going to cut you off. A skateboarder, if you remember, is going to jump off the curb and you'll have to slam on your brakes. Be grateful you didn't hit the skateboarder. But you are never going to be perfect. You're going to have trauma reactions in some fashion throughout your entire universe. Throughout the time you are on planet Earth, they will change, of course, and you will recognize them, and they may come once a month, or you may not even, it may be so mild that it's like, okay, I'm just a little out of space. But nonetheless, you will never be perfect. You sit there and you think that because this happened, oh no, I yelled at somebody, or I got angry because somebody brake checked me, or I whatever is happening in your universe, I got a bill that I didn't think, then it seems to be too high, so you get angry. You're human as well. Stop beating yourselves up. You cannot always be source. I mean, you are always source, but you are not always 100% of the time going to remember that. Take yourselves a little less seriously, for crying out loud. This is not, it is life and death, so to speak. This is why you are here. But you just have to roll with it. Oh, I got a bill. Son of a gun. I'm not going to say anything negative, but son of a gun, so to speak. Then, so what? And you start going, damn it, I don't have enough money. And you center yourself and you go, yeah, all right, I'm on Earth, things happen. Of course, I'm going to have enough money. But don't beat yourselves up for reactions that you think you got past, that you may not have, but you are still probably not rooted deeply in the trauma. Sometimes these are autonomic reactions as well. You are so used to reacting in a traumatic way that if you have cleared the trauma and even generally are not reacting in a traumatic way anymore, but you still end up reacting in a traumatic way, it could just be an autonomic reaction. You just automatically react that way because you have been doing that for, say, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. We don't know. I don't know Saint Germain, but you would. But as long as you are recognizing it, that's part of it right now with the current energies. As long as you are recognizing that you are in that energetic space, you are way ahead of the curve already, as we said in the last live channeling. You are, like if you're watching this, you are the Mercury 7 astronauts. You are the leaders. You are the ones. You are the way showers. You are the ones who are going to get up and say, I am the light. Follow the light. Follow me. We will show you to the light. That is why you are here. Part of why you are here is for you to be that guiding light. You are the lighthouse for those in the dark house. Keep that in mind. Do you not think if somebody else is watching and what Suzette has put in the chat with 29 days, that is the most amazing thing. If there's somebody in that chat who has nothing, is struggling with what Suzette has put in the chat there, that she is no longer drinking alcohol, which is amazing. She put it in the chat, so we are going to state that then. So if there's somebody watching who is still struggling with alcohol, Suzette is that lighthouse. Immediately, Suzette is shining that light, and she has become the lighthouse. Why do you think Josh is partly here? Ellen put a video out. He saw Ellen's channel and went, wow, she's got balls. She is doing karaoke, and she is singing from her basement. That is amazing. And now Josh is, what have I got? What she can do that. I can go, he can go outside and do some stupid 5-minute video. It's not that hard. She is in her basement singing. You can get up and do the same thing. It's the pushing. She was the lighthouse, so to speak, one of the lighthouses to say, anybody can do this, just a regular Joe in her basement. Why aren't you doing something that you know you need to be doing in the first place? Thank you. So these things, you are your lighthouses for others. Don't take yourselves too seriously if your traumas come up and you're going, and you see yourself flailing around and dervishing into your universe. dovish away. Because what will happen is you will come back and go, boink, I've been dovishing. Oops, I am sus. I should not, I no shoulds, but you might say should. But dovishing is probably not in my best interest as I am sus. Let me ground myself and recenter. There you go. That is the key. You can do, but find your center. You will pop back into your center. Don't take yourself so seriously. And again, if you are not there, if you're still in your bed, in your head, everything is still dark. You are not in the light. You are still surrounded in the blanket of the dark. Honor that. Be where you are in your darkness. In order to get to the light, you have to climb through the darkness. We all had to have these things happen to us, for us. They came into our frame and we did not deal with them. It's like you are the trash truck is full. You have to take the trash truck you have to take it to the dump and empty your trash. This is what you do in the dark night. This is what you do, and you write it out. You take your traumas, the things that you feel happened to your dense trauma body, and then you write it out and you take it to the trash and you dump it and you get rid of it and you say, that did not happen to me, that happened for me, and maybe this was somebody else's issue. They yelled at me, but they yelled at me because they have the issue. They're the ones who have not fixed their trauma. They're the ones who are having the dramas, and they're the ones who are seeing within you their traumas and dramas. So think that as well. When you're feeling somebody else throwing their crap at you, it may not be their crap. It may not be your crap. It's their crap because they are seeing in you what is triggering that crap, and they are getting pissed off. Keep all this in mind. So when the energies are hitting you, we're going to bring this all kind of into a frame here. But when the energies are hitting you, when these flares are going on, or when you are traumatizing, or if you are still waking up at 3 a.m. and crying it out because XYZ, you are feeling the emotions of XYZ from 20 years ago. Honor yourself where you're at. You think you should be somewhere else. Well, so you're going to be, but where you are right now. Even now, you might be watching this going, but I really should be doing that. No, you should be doing this because this is what you are doing. Don't be where you are not. You are always in one place, but thinking you should be in another, or being in one place, but already projecting into where you are going next, or where you have to do next, or where you're going to be tomorrow, or maybe what you did yesterday, but you are never where you are. Keep that. Breathe. Take it in. Let it out. Slow down. Be where you are. And if the traumas are coming through and cannot place you where you are, honor those traumas. Get rid of your stuff. Let it flow through. Honor that. Feel it out. If you are busy and in a place where you cannot feel it out, honor yourself. All right, I feel what's coming up. I will not ignore this. I will honor myself in my highest, for my highest, and I will, in a private space, take care of this. Write it out. I will journal it out. I will honor the energies that are coming through. A lot of times you get so busy dovishing through your universe that the energies of trying to purge come up and you push it down even again. So your dark night is trying to say, hey, release. This is coming up. You had a trauma over, I don't know, say taking a shower as a child. Your mama used to throw you. That does not happen to Josh, but maybe somebody out there say your mama used to yell at you when you would go take a shower because you didn't want to shower, and then maybe put you in the shower, whatever. So you have a trauma with the shower. Just a quick example, making it up. And so now when you go, you hesitate to take a shower every time, but you feel that trauma when you take a shower. Honor that in yourself, but write it out, feel it out. Let yourself flow through that. Cry in the shower if you need to. Don't push your stuff down and just say, I just need to take a shower and I'll deal with it later. The more you don't deal with it later, the more you deal with it later, so to speak, in a broken life, and life you have not gotten into your divine masculine. You will still be in your divine feminine and not creating. You might get sick or what have you. These things you might end up out of balance in your body and in your universe itself. You might start to fall into lack. These are things. If you start to ignore these things, then you might see that in your outer universe. So honor yourself wherever you are. And if you can find that you are walking in balance between your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and you can say, okay, this is what I am feeling, and this is what I am visualizing. I'm going to get up now and create an outline of how to create that, just walking into it, so to speak. And you may have little hesitations or thoughts, or maybe a few days later, whatever it is. But when you have a thought, when you are in alignment, because you will have a thought, and then your action will come into alignment with that thought. So you know that your divine feminine and masculine are in one. We're not going to go much further here. There's a lot for you to think about in this one spot right here. Find where you are in all of this. And as we go through, right now you have a new moon coming up. We are going to state this, but we will mostly want to leave it to Adam because that's his specialty here. But we are going to state that the new moons, make your intentions for the new moon because it's a cycle. When the full moon, and I don't know what house this is, or Josh did not look up where the new moon is, and so he does not know, and so we do not know because we are channeling through Josh. We do not know where the new moon is, and I think it's in Taurus, if I'm correct, but I may be wrong. But either way, look at where it is in your astrological chart. So if the new moon is in what, and then where is that in your chart, and what house, and what does that relate to? But that's how it's going to work, kind of, for you, and sort of. But either way, take that new moon, create a better intention for yourself. If you are feeling your traumas, then create an intention to release those traumas so that you can get in merge and start moving forward. If you are in moving forward, then create an intention for your universe of what you want to create. And if you are in between, then sit down and quietly meditate of where you want to go. Maybe write it out. And then have an intention that in 6 months, start to make goals so that in 6 months you can be there. That's how you use the new moon cycles. And then when the full moon comes, then should come into play, at least in some fashion in your universe. If you have been putting in the steps, if you just sit on your ass and go, this is what I want, nothing's going to happen. We are not going to hand deliver it. DoorDash is not going to deliver your universe for you. We've said that before too. But that is the case. You have to, 20%. That's all we ask. Write the resume, send it out. We bring the job to you. We bring the right people to you. More goes on behind the scenes than you would ever know. We're going to keep it kind of right there. What's going on behind your scenes? What are you controlling or trying to control or letting go of? Where are you in the energies? Slow down, breathe, and allow what's coming in to flow through you. Feel it, journal it if you need to, and let it flow through you. It's an old trauma for sure. Journal it out, let it out. If you need to, journal it out, rip the paper out and tear it up or burn it up or whatever you need to do with it. Throw it in the trash. If you need to release it, it's a symbolic way, of course, but you can release that way as well. All right. So we hope you have an amazing week. If you want a live one-on-one session, if you are watching in rewind or watching in like the replay, and you have made it this far, and you want a one-on-one session with Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain myself, we will be glad to help you to see where you are in your universe and help you to frame yourself better and help you to not have to burn 7 years of your life like some people did, so to speak, in the dark night of the soul. It can be done a lot faster. If you allow yourself to walk through the process, it can be done way faster. And if you are just having troubles generating your universe or have something else that you want to discuss, we are here. Saint Germain is here for you. Feel free to send send an email to Josh. It'll be in the description and probably in the chat and such. And it is on the pinned comments. But so yeah, there you go. We are here to help. The whole purpose we gave Josh, the reason why we make people channels and such is because their experience can relate to the message that we want to put out. Josh has been through hell. We are talking about cycles. We kind of distracted from that. Where is your cycle? We are going to go that probably in the next channeling, that you are in a cycle where you have carried this from your last lifetime, and maybe your last lifetime, maybe your last lifetime, and so forth, lifetime after lifetime. Although they're all happening now, but since you are on Earth, it's all parallel. It's all at one after the other, instead of happening at the same time. You're on linear versus non-linear time, so to speak. But yeah, you are in cycles. And so this is, for Josh, this is his 7th lifetime dealing with abandonment. Actually, it's 8. He's had 7 abandonment lifetimes that he had to deal with to get over the abandonment cycle. Generally speaking, everybody on Earth is going to go through some form of abandonment cycle. This was Josh's turn, so to speak, it was his turn in the shooting gallery, so to speak. So he had 7 lifetimes where he dealt with lack and whatnot, and mostly all based on abandonment issues. So where are you in your timeline, and what is your primary trauma that you are dealing with in this lifetime that has come in from the other lifetimes, but is represented in this one? That's what we will discuss in the next channeling for sure. Because this is important. This is key. If you can see where your core trauma is, and ground into that what it is, then you can break from there because you will see patterns. It'll start to break everything open like a spider web in your universe. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. We love you. Do you love yourself? If you are watching this, we say that. But if you are watching this and you say you don't love yourself, that's a lie. Because you are watching this, you want to change your universe. You are interested in being better than you are now. You are interested in creating something better for yourself than you are now. That is loving yourself. So we don't even need to ask that. We know you love yourself. You are here. You are watching. And if you made it this far, that you are very grounded on wanting to change your universe. You are and we applaud that. And Suzette, keep up the good work. One day at a time. We are with you. If you have any problems, if you feel that you are about to do something that you don't want to do, reach out to Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. We are here for you. Scream, Saint Germain, I do not want to do this. Raphael, Archangel Raphael, I need your help, protection. I do not want to be this person anymore. And we will come to you with the biggest hug you will ever feel from the universe in your entire life. Thank you for being here. We love you all. Remember, everything you do creates a universe, whether you're conscious of it or not. And if you're not in that space, feel what is coming in and allow it to flow through. And as those energies flow through and the traumas drop away, you become more lighter and more aware of your universe and how you are in flow with it. And it is in flow with you, and you begin to actively create your universe. We love you. Ending transmission. Oh, all right. 3646. Here we go. All right. Thank you. All 6 of you guys are still. Anna. Hi, Anna. Thank you. Hi. How are you? Anna, check your email. You had questions on Archangel. The one time I was able to channel Archangel Michael before my heart was going to explode. His energy. If you ever channel and you are graced with Archangel Michael coming through, like right now I can feel a heaviness, like an energy in my heart. Like I have a heart attack, but I feel like a push of energy. Well, with Archangel Michael, it was like somebody took like the paddles and went right on my heart, and it was. I couldn't. I had to ask him to leave, unfortunately, so, to an extent. But yeah, so I'm grateful you guys are all here, and if you're just joining us, the replay will be up shortly. And if you want a live one-on-one with me, send me an email, mrfloydchannelings@gmail.com. Isis, we do Isis now daily, and thank you for being here. I'm grateful that you guys would want to watch, and you know what I'm more grateful for is that you guys want to change your universe. Love it. Love you guys. Thank you, and next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Till then.